Hello all. Today we are going to discuss about the topic page replacement algorithm. So why you need page replacement algorithm and when actually system will be going to use page replacement algorithm, we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so before going to the algorithm, first I will be going to discuss the basic things that already I have discussed in the last video. When a process want to execute by the memory means, first that particular process it has to load from the secondary storage device to the main memory or your physical memory. Then only any process will be going to execute, right? These things we have already discussed in the first module. From the first module itself we are discussing, right? See, some process want to execute means first that process has to load to the main memory or your physical memory, then only that process will be going to execute by the CPU, right? So usually that process will be in any of the your secondary storage device, like your hard disk or your pen drive or any secondary storage device. Okay, so in the last video, we have discussed this figure, that is, see, this is your main memory, and main memory is going to divide into different frames. Okay, main memory is going to divide into different frames, and the process is usually going to dividing into different pages. Okay, so process actually it is in the secondary storage device, and it's this process we are considering that process is in a logical address space. In that logical address space, each process is going to divide it into different pages. Okay, so main memory means it is going to divide into different frames, and process means it is going to dividing into different pages. Okay, so depends on the demand of page, that page will be going to load to your main memory, right? So here in this case, in this example already we discussed this. Suppose in main memory, program A has completed. Program A has completed these frames means it will be, once it is completed these frames, it will be swapping out or copying back to the secondary storage device. So this is secondary storage and it is swapping out, so that these program A, this frames will be going to be free. Okay. Next, if a program B want to execute means first it has to load its page from the secondary storage device to the main memory. Okay, so when it is going to load to the main memory, it has to find out any free frames are there or not. Okay, if any free frames are there means it will be going to copy that page to that free frames. Okay, so when actually you want to do this page replacement algorithm, suppose your main memory is full. Okay, your main memory is full means your all frames in main memory is full and no place to copy anything from the secondary storage device means, suppose a program B want to execute with some processes. Okay, so that process pages you want to swap in, but currently no available frames in main memory. That time actually what you have to do is you have to use some page replacement algorithm, and you have to frame, or you have to free some frames by swapping out those page content back to the secondary storage device. So that what actually doing is by using page replacement algorithm, you are going to swap out some frames from the main memory to the secondary storage device, so that that particular frames will be going to free, and you can swap whichever the process or pages currently want to execute, you can swap into that particular free frame. So those cases you system will be going to use algorithms called page replacement algorithm. Okay, so already we discussed in the last video what is a page fault. When a process is going to, CPU is want to execute some process, and that process some corresponding page is not in the memory, then a page fault will occur. Okay, then when a page fault is occurring, then only CPU will be going to find out that page from the secondary storage device. So that's page from the secondary storage device and swapping into the free frame of the main memory, right? So when a page fault occurring means that particular process page is not there in the main frame, but CPU want to execute that page. right? So in that case, it will be searching the secondary storage device and swapping in or copying that page to the main memory. Okay, when it is trying to copying to the main memory, if there is no free frame, then CPU will be going to use algorithm called page replacement algorithm. That is no place to copy this pages, requested pages by the CPU, right? Then it has to free some frames, right? So in what basis it is going to free those frames, right? Those they are finding out by using the algorithm, page replacement algorithm. That is which frame it has to rewrite or which frame it has to recopy back or swap out back to the secondary storage device. That is actually deciding by the page replacement algorithms. So usually there are mainly three page replacement algorithms: FIFO, first in first out page replacement algorithm, optimal page replacement algorithm, and LRU page replacement algorithm. So in this video, I will be going to discuss FIFO, first in first out page replacement algorithm. So this is a basic page replacement figure, how it is going to happen. Whatever I told, that it is actually denoting with the help of a figure. So this is your physical memory starting. It is no space in this physical memory. Okay, system want to execute, suppose this page, that is page with value O, want to execute, but currently its bit is I. That means that O is not there in the physical memory, right? So it is invalid bit. Then what is going to happen? It will be going to swap out. It will be going to find out some frame. Okay, that frame is called victim frame, and it is going to swap out that particular frame. Now that frame is free. Okay, then it will be going to swap the desired page we want to execute. Okay, so here in this case, suppose O is the desired page means it will be going to swap in the desired O page to the physical memory, and once it is swapping in happened means it will be going to reset that particular O will be going to reset to V, valid bit, and F will be here. F, it was victim, this one, no victim, this it will be going to reset to I. Okay, so that is what it will be going to happen. That is, once it is there in the memory, that page is there in the memory, it will be valid bit. If it is not there in the memory, it is denoting as invalid bit. Okay. Now, so what is basic page replacement they will be going to do is finding the location of the, so when it will be going to do page replacement, when a page fault is occurs, that is that page is not there in the requested page is not there in the memory, then a page fault will be going to occur. So if it is not there in the memory means it will be going to find out where is that page on the disk. Okay, once it is finding out the page on the disk, it will be going to find a free frame where it has to copy that page to the memory, right? So if there is a free frame, it will be going to copy to that free frame in the memory. Okay, if there is no free frame, then it will be going to use a page replacement algorithm to select a victim frame. That means what? If there is no free frame means it will be among those frames, it will be going to find out one frame called victim frame. That victim frame will be going to copy, write that particular victim frame back to the disk, and it will be going to change the page table to what previously victim frame was there in the memory means it bit was valid bit, right? If it is copying or framing back to the disk means victim frame will be going to rewrite as invalid bit because currently it is not there in the memory, right? In that free frame, then bring the desired page, now that particular frame is free because victim frame they have copied back to the disk. Now it is a free frame. Then bring the desired page to the newly free frame. Okay, so now it will be going to replace some free frame. Okay, then update the page and frame tables. Okay, then continue the process by restarting. Then once it is updated, again it is continuing the process by restarting the instruction that caused the trap. Okay, trap, when it has occurred, first it is searching for a page in the memory. That time page was not in the memory, right? Then only trap has occurred and it was searching inside the hard disk to find out that page. Okay, So same logic in a real-time example, you can relate this page replacement algorithm like, see, suppose in a bus, some 50 seats are available, or take 25 seats are only available. All 25 seats, all persons, 25 persons are sitting in the 25 seats, right? 25 persons currently sitting, and in the next stop, one elderly person is coming inside, okay, and he want to sit means, okay, conductor is taking the logic that who entered in the bus starting first, and obviously he entered first means he might be sitting from that so long time he was sitting, right? So one that particular person who entered first, he has to stand up, and this elderly person who came now will be going to sit in his place, right? So that logic actually we are going to apply in the next first algorithm, first in first out algorithm, okay. So whichever the page that is firstly it was available, or first it is inserted in the memory, it will be going to replace when some another new uh, page need to insert in the memory, understood? That particular bus was having 25 seats, 25 persons are fully filled. If it is not filled means no need of page replacement algorithm. That elder, so if 25 seats are available and 20 uh, persons only filled means still 5 seats are more, right? That elder person can sit in that 21st seat, right? But when we need page replacement algorithm is when all the seats are free, right? Same like when all the frames of the memory are free, right? Then in that bus a new elder person is coming, he want to sit, right? Then conductor is taking the logic that who has entered firstly in the bus, he has to stand up, and he has to give that seat to the that particular new elder person, right? So same logic here also, when full pages or full frames of the memories are free, not free, it is mean all the frames of the memory are full means whichever the page firstly entered, it has to replace, okay. So here in this case, we are taking in reference string, okay. So this is the reference string, this reference string is nothing but pages, okay. So these pages are going to come like in your bus, one person is coming, no, same logic here, these are the pages that is going to come into the memory, okay. So and we are supposing that there are maximum in that memory, it is having us 3 frames per memory, okay. So in the memory you are having now only 3 frames, so 1 2 3 you are having only page frames is 3 page frame, and 3 pages, so 3 frames means 3 pages can be in memory at a time per process, okay. So 3 pages can be in memory at a time per process. So 3 pages we can insert. So fourth page is coming means no space in the memory, that is the logic. So in this example, this is the page frame means this is the memory space, and these are the pages of the process that is coming, okay. So here in this case we are seeing that we are taking the example as the page is having only the 3 frames, okay, and 3 frames means only 3 pages of the process can insert, okay. If the fourth page is coming means no space, then some page has to replace, okay. And here in this algorithm we are taking first in first out algorithms, that is whichever the page firstly entered into this particular memory or in the page frame, that page we are going to replace it, okay. First in first out, okay, that logic, okay. So we are actually using they are actually using a FIFO queue, okay. So here starting we are considering that in nothing is there in your memory, okay. Your all page frames are empty, okay. So first it is page frame is empty, and first page coming is 7, so it is not there in the memory because we are considering starting it is empty, so it is not there in the memory means a page fault will be occurring, okay. So here one page fault will be going to occur, okay. So here one page fault will be going to occur. So here I will be marking like one page fault. Okay, here one page fault is going to occur because 7 entered into the memory. That time 7 is not there in the memory. Okay, and memory was empty and 7 is not there in the memory. So 7 is going to, that time 7 is not there in the memory means what? A page fault occurs. Okay, then a page fault occurs means that again it will be going to taking from that page. 7th page is going to take from the secondary storage and it is copying to the memory. Okay, so now we have written 7 here. Next coming page is 0. Okay, so 0, if 0 again in your memory currently available only the page number 7. Again 0 coming means again a page fault is occurring because 0 is not at all available in your memory, right? So a page fault is occurring and it is going to copy that 0 in your second frame in the memories, because we are having 3 frames. So currently 2 frames are available free, so we are writing 0 here, and here also one page fault occurs because 0 was not there in the memory, right? Next, again it is coming 1, page 1 is coming. Again we are checking currently in this memory, among the 3 frames 1 is not at all there, right? So again a page fault is occurring and we are writing 1 in the last available frame. Okay, so when that coming page is not there in the memory means a page fault you have to mark. Okay, so in exam also they will be giving this type string and you have to find out how many page fault occur, how many page fault from this string. Find out what are the, how many page faults will occur, like that you have to show by drawing this instances. So you have to mark, like when this page fault is occurring, you have to mark it, so that at the end you can easily find out how many number of page fault occurs. Okay, so next again, so now your memory is full because your memory is having only 3 frames, and that 3 frames it has entered with pages 0, 7, 0 and 1. Now entering as page 2. Okay, so page 2 is coming once again it is not having any space and 2 is not at all available in your memory. So again one page fault is occurring because 2 is not there in your memory. So again a page fault is occurring and this 2 has to replace some frame. Here we are using the logic first in first out algorithm. Among this 701, which page entered in the frame at first? So here you can see that 7 has started here, 0 started here and 1 started here. So which has entered first? 7 has entered first. So it is replacing 7 and we are writing instead of 7 here 2. Okay, now next available or next 0, again CPU is requesting for the page 0. Okay, now you can see that page 0 is already there in the memory, right? So no need of no page fault. This 0 CPU has requested, it is there in the memory, and that page 0 it will be going to execute it. So no page fault and no need of page replacement. Okay, so only we have kept this here space. Okay, here you can draw the same box here and no need to mark here page fault. That also you can do it, or you can leave the space here, but this denotes no page fault or no page replacement is happening when this particular 0th page enters in your memory. Okay, next page 3 has entered and again it will be going to check in the current memory is like this, right? So currently in the memory 3 is not at all available, so again a page fault is going to occur. Okay, so again a page fault is going to occur, we are marking a page fault. And now where to enter this page? So among 2, 0, 1 we have to see which page entered at first. See, 2 entered here, 0 entered here and 1 entered here. Which entered first? 0 entered first, right? So we are replacing 0 and writing this instead of 0, we are writing 3 here. Okay, we are writing 3 here because 0 entered first in the memory. Okay, next is we are entering as 0. Again currently in the memory 0 is not at all available. So again a page fault is occurring and it has to replace, right? Which one it will be going to replace? See, we have to see which one among 2, 3, 1, which one entered first. See, 2 entered here, 3 entered here and 1 entered here. So 1 only entered first. So 1 will be going to replace with 0. Okay. Next is entering us fourth page 4. So page 4 again it is not there in the memory. So again a page fault is occurring, and you will be going to see which page entered first. See 2 entered here, then among 3 entered here and 0 entered here. So 2 will be going to replace and you are writing there 4. Okay. Next it is 2, right? So you have to do the same procedure here also. Now coming back to here 3. In this case 3 is entering. See 3 is entering. You at this particular stage you can see that it is 0 2 3. 3 is already there in the memory, right? So no need of any page fault. So here also one page fault occurs. Here also one page fault occurs. Here also one page fault occurs. When 3 enters, 3 was already there. So no page fault and no need of any page replacement. Okay. Again it is coming 2. 2 again same. See 2 is there in the memory. So no need of page fault or no need of page replacement. Again coming is 1. So 1 is now in this condition 1 is not there in the memory, right? So it will be having a page fault because it is not there in the memory. So it is a page fault. Now 1 it has to replace with whom? See here among 0 2 3 we have to see which entered first. 0 now only entered and 2 here it has entered. By 3 it is entered here. So it will be going to replace 2 with 1. Okay. Then entering 2 page 2. See page 2 entering. See 2 is not there in the memory. So again a page fault. And where to replace? Among 0, 1, 3. Which one entered first? See 1 entered just now. 0 entered here. But 3 entered before 0. See here. So 3 will be going to replace with 2 again. Now next is 0. 0 already there in the memory. So no page fault. So we left empty, or you can repeat the same box here. No need to mark the page fault. 1 again in the main memory. So no page replacement or page fault. Again 7 is not there in the memory. So again a page fault and page fault, and so here also you have to mark a page fault. And where to replace? So 0 among 0 1 2 0 started first or entered in the memory first. 1 entered here and 2 recently entered. So it will be going to replace 0 with 7. Next again 0 entering, it is not there. Again a page fault here. Okay. Now which to replace? See 7 entered now. 1 has entered from here. 2 entered here. So 1 will be going to replace with 0. Okay. So in next finally last 1 is entering. 1 is entering. See it is not there in the memory. So a page fault. Among 7 0 2 7 entered here. 0 entered where? 0 also just started only entered. Recently only entered in the memory. Then 2 has started from here. Okay. So it is going to replace 2 with 1. Okay. And you can draw a FIFO queue also. Parallelly you can draw a FIFO queue, and whichever is entering you can draw it. Or by just seeing this only you can find out which one is the oldest page. Okay. So now we have to see. So question will be like this. They will be going to give a string and you have to find out how many number of page faults. So now we have to count the page faults. See you can count this boxes because we have left this empty space, or this red color mark you can find out. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 is the page fault for this particular reference string. Okay. So in the next video I will be going to discuss other page replacement algorithms. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you.